Hi students, as in previous class we discussed about the second kind of organization, that is informal organization. So till now you learned about both the meaning, advantages, disadvantages, features of formal and informal organization. Now in this video session I have covered the concept of the difference between formal and informal organization, because already you learned about the concept relating to formal and informal organization. So if you go through these difference, you can easy to remember and easy to know what exactly formal and informal organization is. That is why today's topic is formal and informal organization, a comparative view. So that's nothing but, as we learned, difference between formal and informal organization. Always I told you many times, when you are writing the difference at that time, you must and should make the difference column. So by drawing the difference table, you must write the differences between any of the given elements. So let us see what exactly the difference between these two kinds of organizations. The first column, which indicates basis of difference, formal organization and informal organization. The first difference is on the basis of meaning. So as you know about both the meaning of formal and informal organization, now you only answer for this basis on the basis of meaning. What it means? Formal organization means it is an structure of authority relationship which is deliberately created by the management. So that is why on the basis of meaning, formal organization is a structure of authority relationship which is deliberately created by the management in the enterprise. Then what is informal organization? It is a network of social relationship arising out of interactions among employees, where the meaning of informal organization says that it is an structure which is not created by the management. It is arised out of the person who are having the similar interest. They are going to form an organization that is called informal organization. That is one difference on the basis of meaning. Then second is on the basis of origin. So on the basis of origin, if we look into the differences, that is completely different. On the basis of origin, formal organization arises as a result of company rules and policies. Based on the company rules, regulations, policies and procedures, the formal organization is to be created. Whereas in the case of informal organization, what is the origin or base for creation means it arises as a result of social interactions. As a result of social interaction, to get a friendly relationship, they are going to create a informal organization. That is why to see the base of the creation, formal organization is created based on the company rules and regulations, policies and procedures. Whereas in case of informal organization, it arises as a result of social interactions. That is the second difference. Then third is on the basis of authority. So how the people in the company get an authority position means, in case of formal organization, the authority means right to issue order. So who is having authority? Generally the superior in the enterprise, they have an authority, that is right to issue order or work instructions. In case of formal organization, authority arises by virtue of position in the management. So that is based on the position, that is based on the superiority of the employees in the company, the authority is to be given to the officers and the people in the company. So that is why authority arises from the virtue of position in the management. Whereas in case of informal organization, informal means that is not officially created by the management, then there is no matter of authority. So even though for comparative purpose, if we look into the authority, it arises out of personal qualities. Say for example, supervisor of the company, they have an authority in the management, but the employee is not get authority. So but if the employee have the capability and the knowledge relating to the management, means based on their personal qualities, one can become a person to obtain authoritative position. That is why in case of informal organization, it arises out of personal qualities. That is why based on authority, it arises by virtue of position in management. In informal, it arises out of personal qualities. The next difference is on the basis of behavior. On the basis of behavior, the formal organization is directed by the rules, by framing certain strict rules and regulations. They are going to direct the behavior of the peoples in the enterprise. Say for example, one of the rule, that is no smoking at premises of the company, wearing of identity cards at the workplace by the people in company. Like that, by framing strict rules and regulations, the company influence the behavior of the people in the management as well as enterprise. Whereas in case of informal organization, there is no set of behavior pattern, because it is not officially bound. It is to be created based on the social interactions of the people in the company. That is why there is no set of behavior pattern in a informal organization. That is the behavior basis of formal and informal organization difference. The next, flow of communication. So how the communication is to be passed? You only tell the answer. How the communication is to be passed means, in the case of formal organization, communication is to be done like managing director gives information to branch manager, branch manager passes information to departmental heads, departmental heads passes information to supervisor, supervisor passes information to employees of the company. So like we can able to observe scalar chain of flow of communication. That is why in the case of formal organization, scalar chain form of communication is to be followed. But in the case of informal, the meaning only says there is no set of pattern for communicating with the employees in the organization. That is why it take place in any of the direction. So say for example, supervisor is the friend of managing director, or these two people are the friends, means at that time the managing director directly gives information to supervisor, or based on the friendly relationship, supervisor directly get information from managing director. So that is why in the case of informal organization, there is no set of flow of communication pattern. This is about the flow of communication. The next difference is on the basis of nature. The formal organization is rigid in nature. Rigid is nothing but difficult. Once the management set an organization structure, it is difficult to change or modify in the company. But in the case of informal organization, it is very flexible. Flexible means which we can able to change at any time. So because it is not created by the management, it is not officially bound, that is why the people in the company, those who formed a informal structure, that can be changed or modified at any of the time. That is why on the basis of nature, formal organization is rigid in nature and informal organization is flexible in nature. Then last difference between formal and informal organization is leadership. Based on the leadership, that is, who is going to call the leader in the company. In the case of formal organization, managers are called leaders. So in formal organization, managers are called leaders, but in case of informal organization, leaders may or may not be managers, they are chosen by the group who are going to form an informal organization. That group of persons, they are going to select a representative. That representative is called a leader. So that person may be a leader, may be a manager, or may not be a manager. That is why on the basis of leadership, formal organization, managers are called leaders. Informal organization, leaders may or may not be managers. They are chosen by the group. That is the team of employees who are having similar interest. It's very simple. I will give a simple example, by that you will come to know what is formal and informal organization. So in a school or college, for every class we have a leader from girl side and from boy side also. If a leader is chosen by a school or college, that is institution, they are called formal leaders. If a person chosen as a leader among the students themselves, at the time that person, he or she, may called as informal leader. So that is why if the leader is appointed and chosen by the institution and from group of lecturers, means they called a formal leader. And if a person chosen as a leader by students themselves, means at the time they are called informal leader. That is the major difference between formal and informal. So keep remember only one thing: formal means which is officially created by the management, which follows various rules and regulations, set of procedures in the enterprise. Whereas in case of informal organization, it is not created by the management, it is to be formed among the employees who are having the similar interest to satisfy their social needs. This is all about the concept of formal and informal organization. For that, keep one example, by that you will you come to know what is formal and informal. If a leader is appointed by group of lecturers on behalf of college, means he or she called formal leader. And if a person appointed or selected as a leader by the group of students themselves without giving any intimation to the institution, means then they called informal leaders. In each and every class and in commonly we will found a formal and informal leader in a classroom. So this is all about the concept of difference between formal and informal organization. Thank you.